Hi, I'm really glad you decided to stay with us. Now I know the urge is to scroll all the way to the bottom and find out what the conference price is and see whether you can make it or not, but I strongly encourage you to listen to the entirety of this video because I'm going to outline to you in just a moment here the entire model of Norvax University and show you how it can make a dramatic impact in your business. For the past 5 years, and in fact even for the past 30 days, I've been talking to brokers asking them what are the biggest challenges that you're facing in your business. And invariably, it's come down to the same few things. Number one, I don't have a good source for leads. Does that sound familiar to you? Number two, my client retention is going out the window. I'm getting chargebacks. People are leaving me about 18 to 20 months out. And most brokers are around the same range. Or you're finding that shoppers that you're speaking with are just dabbling. They're not really interested in health insurance. They just wanted a price. Or you don't have a process in place in order to help your business grow. Now, of course, that leads to the standard problems of not making enough money, not getting paid what you're worth, and having to work 3 times harder for the same income you were making maybe even just a year ago. And what you really want to be doing is sitting from your home or maybe your office, working 30 to 50 hours a week max, being able to kick off at 5 o'clock, be your own boss, write a consistent stream of maybe 1, 2, 5 or 10 applications per day with a consistent stream of referrals and leads, a hands-off follow-up system, and a system that literally builds over time. Well, guess what we teach at Norvax University? All of the above. Let me show you the model that we use. Most brokers today think about their business in terms of this kind of funnel. I'm sure you've seen this illustration all over the place, the sales funnel, right? Where basically you're trying to get people into your sales funnel and hopefully you're going to get a happy client coming out at the end, right? And what does that equal to you? Well, more commission checks. Frankly, this is the business model in its simplest form. What most brokers today never do is think about the process on how to get more people into this funnel, how to bring them along a nurturing process until they become not just a client, but a loyal client that stays on the books, continues to buy from you, and then refers their friends. So some of the strategies that we teach at Norvax University is how do you set up this business model? We talk about cost per acquisition versus cost per lead strategies. What do I mean by that? Many brokers today think about their business in terms of how much is a lead going to cost. And if the lead costs over $8 or $12 or $15, then it's all of a sudden a big problem. The real successful brokers in this industry think about their business model in cost per acquisition. Quite literally, how much does it cost for me to gain this one piece of business? We have entire sessions devoted to that, as well as some Excel models that are very simple and some that are very advanced, where you simply plug in your closing ratio, your commissions, and it'll model an entire business out for you. You can even work backwards saying, if I want to earn $100,000 a year, what do I have to do every single day? Those are strategies that we talk about. In addition to that, have you thought about your closing percentages? Or is it just a big question mark and you don't know? Have you thought about your contact ratio? These are all tools that we talk about at Norvax University. And then of course it comes to the big question, how do you fill this sales funnel, right? Well, probably when you started in this business, you went to your warm market. Well, that got tapped out real fast, didn't it? So after that dried out, what did you try? Well, maybe you started to buy internet leads. And that got in your funnel. Now, perhaps you've been burned using internet leads, or you used them once and they were good and then quality got bad and all of a sudden you swore off internet leads forever. Well, we're going to talk to you about some pretty cool strategies that you could use in your business that are being used by guys working out of their basements in their home that are writing anywhere from $30,000 to $70,000 in annual volume per week. We're going to talk about those strategies. But let's say you want to be a little more adventurous. You want to go out there and actually start generating leads for yourself. How do you do that? Well, you can use tools like Google AdWords, and you could do that. Pay-per-click strategies. Although if you go into these waters and you're not prepared, quite frankly, you can lose a lot of money for some very expensive leads. So we're going to show you ways that you can do that the smart way. What about social media? You've probably heard about YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, Or how do you make sense of all of this? Is it actually going to bring you revenue to use a YouTube channel? What about creating a fan page on Facebook? Is it worth it? What is Twitter, and how do you even use it to generate sales? Those are strategies that we're going to talk about. So once we've understood how to be able to bring leads into the funnel, another strategy is lead nurturing. You and I both know that most people who contact you right away are not going to be ready to buy in that very moment. What system have you put into place in order to nurture them over time? Not to worry, because at Norvax University we have unique segments that deal specifically with that. How does it work? Well, we'll show you timelines, and we'll actually share research that was done around the subject where we kind of took an analysis of thousands of people who were using autoresponder or drip marketing technology, and we're going to show you the days that had the highest open rates. We'll also show you before and afters. We'll show you pages that worked and pages that didn't work. We'll show you websites that were able to convert people into leads and those that were not. And that's another strategy that we teach, is website, not just optimization as in search engine optimization, but on-page optimization. Yeah, it'd be really great if you've got your website #1 on Google. But what if people come to your site and 96 to 99% of them bounce within the first 5 seconds? Well, that's no good. You spend all this time building up a great looking website and nobody's converting into a lead. We talk about website on-page optimization strategies, including how to build trust with a prospect literally within seconds, how can you use third-party verification signals in order to send psychological signals to their brain saying, I'm trustworthy, you can feel comfortable working with me. We also talk about email marketing strategies as part of this entire segment of lead nurturing. Now, once you've got this happy client and you've been able to master all of these and you have a system in place, what is the next step? Well, the next step is obviously what happens in 18 to 20 months in your book of business. You guessed it, people start shopping around. For you, it may happen at the end of their first year. If you're doing a good job, hopefully you're holding on to them into the second year. But we're finding most brokers are hanging on to their business 18 to 20 months. How do you keep this business so that it continues to generate revenue for you in your second, third, fourth year, but not only that, starts to generate quality referrals so that you can put them back into your sales process? This, in a nutshell, is what we cover at Norvax University. Wouldn't it be great to have a business like this? Well, I can't promise you that you're going to be successful by coming to Norvax University. What I can show you, though, is pages and pages of testimonials, some of them unsolicited, that I've personally received as thank yous for coming to Norvax University. Now, I'll be honest with you, we didn't start Norvax University to change people's lives, but that's indeed what people have been telling us in these testimonials. In fact, there's even another segment here on the site you'll be able to find where you can see what your peers have said about coming to this event. I hope this little video has been informative. Thanks for sticking all the way to the end, and I look forward to welcoming you at Norvax University.